Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're taking a look at K-pop.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, the huge success of BTS member Jungkook.
Right.
We got a really interesting article, actually, from Star News.
Oh, wow.
And if you don't know, Star News is like a really big Korean entertainment news site.
Okay.
They highlighted all of Jungkook's achievements on like all the music streaming platforms.
It's incredible how well he's doing.
It really is.
Like, honestly, just amazing.
So, like, to start off,
Yeah.
he officially surpassed 16 billion on-demand audio streams globally.
Wow, that's a
That's a big number.
huge number, right?
Yeah, and he did this all as a K-pop solo artist, which is crazy.
It is.
And even crazier, he did it faster than any other Asian artist.
So, like, what does that even tell us, like, about his fan base? He hadn't even released his first solo album when he hit that number.
Oh, for sure. Like, it proves that the BTS RMI is, like, so dedicated.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're global, and they will support him no matter what he does. So, like, is that what you think contributed most to, like, him breaking that record before even, like, releasing a solo album?
I mean, definitely it was a big part of it, but he also, like, he knows how to get people excited.
Right.
Like, even before the album, he was dropping all these singles and collabs.
Yeah, true.
And that, like, kept everyone's streak.
Kept the hype up. Exactly. So then his solo album Golden drops.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, it just breaks records immediately.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Can you remind us, like, some of the numbers around that?
So, in the U.S., Golden hit over 500 million streams in just 2.5 months.
Wow.
Like, that's never happened before for a K-pop solo album in the U.S.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's not just hitting, like, a niche audience anymore.
Totally.
He's gone global.
And it's not just streaming either.
Yeah, what about...
He's all over the Billboard charts, too. Like,
Yeah.
3 of his songs, 7-3D and Standing Next to You, have all been in the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for songs that aren't in English.
Right, exactly.
Like, that's how, he's made it in the U.S.
For sure.
Like, the Billboard Hot 100 is, like, the main indicator of success here.
It's a big deal.
Huge. And on top of all that, he's also the first solo artist ever to have 3 songs all at #1 at the same time.
Wait, on what chart?
On both the Billboard Global 200 and the Billboard Global chart, excluding the U.S.
Whoa. Wait, okay, back up.
Okay, so...
What's the difference between those 2 charts?
Well, it's all about how music is global now.
Okay.
Like, people listen to music from all over the world.
Yeah.
So the Global 200 includes data from everywhere.
Okay.
But then there's the global chart that specifically excludes the U.S.
Gotcha.
So Jungkook is dominating both.
So he really is a global phenomenon.
He really is.
And it's not just Billboard and, like, the other streaming platforms.
Spotify, too.
Oh, yeah, Spotify.
Like, all 3 of those songs were #1 on Spotify's daily Top Songs Global chart.
All at the same time.
Yep.
That's insane.
And 7 is breaking even more records on Spotify.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, it hit 1 billion streams faster than any other song on Spotify.
Wow.
And it's the most streamed song this decade by any Asian artist.
It's like his success is about more than just, having good music.
Oh, for sure.
It seems like there's something bigger going on.
Totally. Like, it makes you think about, like, what's changing in the music industry and, like, how powerful fandom is now.
Right.
And especially, like, how K-pop is just reaching everyone now.
Totally. Like, it's not just a small genre anymore. So, like, what do you think, like, what are the biggest things contributing to Jungkook's success?
That's a great question. And, like, to really answer it, we should talk about how music is changing and, like, how important fans are.
Okay.
But before we get into all that,
Yeah.
we should look at, like, how dedicated his fan base really is.
Okay, so let's get into that then.
Sound good?
Okay, so you were saying, like, the BTS RMI plays a big role here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, how much would you say they impact his solo career?
I mean, it's impossible to say exactly.
Right.
But they're a huge reason he's doing so well.
Yeah.
Like, they're constantly on social media.
Promoting his stuff.
Exactly. They organize these streaming parties.
Okay.
And translate his content into different languages.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're making fan art all the time, too.
I mean, that's typical for, like, fans of anything these days.
Yeah, but the BTS army, they
Yeah.
take it to a whole other level.
Okay, so, like,
Yeah,
could we say they're like a marketing force?
absolutely.
Like a global marketing force?
Yeah. Like, they're ambassadors for him.
That's great. And, like, it makes you think, like, is this the future of music marketing?
I mean, it could be.
Right.
Like, it's not just about, like, traditional media anymore,
Yeah.
like advertising and stuff.
Right.
Fandom, especially online,
Yeah.
it's really powerful.
So do you think this is happening with other artists, too?
Oh, yeah.
Like in other genres?
For sure, the artists, too, can connect with fans online.
Okay.
Like, through social media and live streams.
Right.
Those are the ones who are really successful.
It's like the music is more than just music.
Right, it's a shared experience. experience.
Like a global shared experience.
Exactly.
So going back to Jungkook,
Yeah.
it's interesting he's doing so well as a solo artist, but he's also still in BTS.
Right. It's not easy to do both.
Like, we've seen other artists from groups try to go solo.
Yeah, and it doesn't always work out.
Right. So, like, what do you think is different with Jungkook?
Well, I think a big part of it is that he's always had his own sound.
Even in BTS?
Yeah, even when he's with the group, you can tell it's him.
Okay.
And he's not afraid to try different genres either.
Yeah, he's definitely experimenting.
And you can tell he really likes exploring new sounds.
So, like,
yeah,
would you say he's created his own little space?
definitely.
Like, inside the already huge BTS world?
Exactly. And that's what fans loves.
It makes it more personal.
Right. They get to connect with him on a different level.
And they see how hard he's working.
Yeah, they see him grow and change.
So I think this also says something about K-pop.
What do you mean?
Like, it's not just about idol groups anymore.
True.
They're embracing solo projects more.
Yeah, which is great for everyone.
Like, the artists get more freedom.
Right, and the fans get more music.
More variety.
Exactly.
So Jungkook is, like, leading the way
For sure.
for what a K-pop soloist can be.
He's changing the game.
So where do you think this is all going?
That's the exciting part. We're seeing music change right in front of us.
Really?
Like the lines between genres are disappearing.
Okay.
People are open to new music.
Yeah.
And artists are finding new ways to connect with fans.
So Jungkook is like a perfect example of this.
He is, and he's showing what's possible.
It's inspiring.
It is. But before we get too excited,
Yeah.
I think we need to step back and remember,
What?
like, the human element of all this.
Okay, that's a good point.
Like, this isn't just about numbers.
Right. It's easy to just focus on, like, all the numbers.
Yeah.
But what I think is really cool is, like, how Jungkook is still so down to earth.
Oh, totally. I agree.
Like, he's a global superstar.
Uh-huh.
But he doesn't act like it.
Nope, he's still so humble.
And he always thanks his fans
Yeah.
and, like, his BTS members and his fans.
It seems really genuine.
Yeah, like, it's not an act.
Right.
It's just who he is.
And I think that's what fans like about him.
Yeah, they can tell he's being real.
And it comes through in his music, too.
Yeah, so.
Like, his lyrics,
Yeah.
they're really honest.
Oh, yeah.
And people connect with that.
Even if they don't speak Korean.
Exactly.
Like, his music can connect people.
Yeah, like from different cultures.
And everyone can feel the same emotion.
That's the power of music.
It brings
right.
people together.
Even if they're different.
I think that's what makes Jungkook's story so inspiring. Like,
Yeah.
he shows what can happen
Uh-huh.
when you have talent
And you work hard.
and you have people who support you.
It makes you think about, like, what's possible.
In music and in life.
For sure.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Jungkook,
Yeah.
what did you find most interesting?
What stood out to you?
Do you think he's changing things for K-pop?
Or was K-pop already changing?
We want to know what you think.
Yeah, tell us what you think about the future of K-pop.
And the future of music in general.
One thing's for sure,
What's that?
16 billion streams.
Wow.
That's a lot of people listening to Jungkook
He's definitely making an impact.
globally.
So thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
We'll see you next time.